Summer 1941. Hitler's blitzkrieg rips through the Soviet Union with terrifying speed. Cities fall, armies collapse, and the road to Moscow seems open. But in one small town, the Soviet Red Army delivers a fierce and unexpected blow. This is the story of the Yelnya offensive, the first Soviet victory in World War II. By late July, the town of Yelnya, located about 80 kilometers southeast of Smolensk, is captured by elements of the German Fourth Army and the elite XX Army Corps. They establish a heavily fortified salient, a protrusion into Soviet lines, as they prepare for the next stage, the drive on Moscow. But the Soviet High Command, Stavka, recognizes a rare opportunity. The Yelnya salient is dangerously exposed, vulnerable on three sides. Stalin authorizes a counteroffensive to eliminate it. Leading the operation is General Georgy Zhukov, one of the USSR's most talented and aggressive commanders. It will be his first major test since being recalled from the Far East. The Soviet 24th Army, under Lieutenant General Konstantin Rakitin, is given the task. With around 100,000 men, including 4 rifle divisions, 2 tank battalions, artillery, and air support, they prepare to strike. The Germans, however, are not idle. The 10th Panzer Division, the 137th and 268th Infantry Divisions, and SS units from the WWII division fortify Yelnya with trenches, bunkers, and anti-tank defenses. The stage is set for a grueling, attritional fight. On the morning of August 30th, after a thunderous artillery barrage, Soviet forces launched the attack. From the north and south of the salient, waves of infantry supported by tanks crash into German lines. Progress is slow, every hill and forest hotly contested. German defenses are formidable. The terrain is swampy, and the forested areas limit tank mobility. Soviet commanders improvise, using creeping barrages and infiltration tactics to wear down German strongpoints. Fighting becomes hand-to-hand. Villages like Gritsovka and Demensk change hands multiple times. Soviet casualties mount, but so do German losses. By September 5, the Germans are in a precarious position. Their lines are overstretched, reserves depleted, and Soviet pressure relentless. Zhukov orders a full encirclement of the salient. Rather than risk encirclement, German General Guderian orders a withdrawal. By September 8, the Yelnya salient is abandoned. The Red Army enters the ruins, battered, blooded, but victorious. The Soviet Union pays a heavy price, over 30,000 men killed or wounded. But they achieve what seemed impossible just weeks earlier: they force the Germans to retreat. In recognition of their valor, several Soviet divisions involved in the Yelnya battle are honored with a new title, Guards. It becomes a mark of elite status in the Red Army. Soviet propaganda hails the victory. It's a crucial morale boost, not just for soldiers, but for a nation reeling from months of catastrophic losses. Militarily, Yelnya was a small battle, but symbolically, it was enormous. It showed that the Red Army could fight back. It gave hope, and proved that the Nazi blitzkrieg was not invincible. Zhukov would go on to become one of the key architects of Soviet victory in World War II. The tactics tested at Yelnya, coordination, surprise, and overwhelming firepower, would be refined and used on a massive scale in later battles. Today, Yelnya is a quiet town. But in 1941, it was the spark of Soviet resistance. The battle marked a turning point, not in territory, but in spirit. It was the first step on the long road to Berlin. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the Yelnya offensive, be sure to like and subscribe for more untold stories from World War II. Let us know in the comments, what lesser-known battles should we cover next?